And foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you know I got to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force no scenario for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through another individual, all right? So be patient with your process. Also, y'all already know that voice too raspy to be whispering. So this about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, all right? Now, look, chosen ones. Excuse me. Gotta clear that up. You understand? But before we get started, I want to thank you so much for all y'all's love, all y'all's likes, all y'all shares, all y'all subscribes, all y'all's kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you, all right? Now, also, for those who have been purchasing tickets to my events, physically as well as virtually, I appreciate you. I'm definitely going to have more virtual classes available to you. So just continue to check the link in my bio, and all the updated information is going to be there for you, all right? Now let's talk, chosen ones. We're going to have to get into this, right? I want you to realize that right now, certain karmic events are happening in real time. See, certain things that you put yourself through, as well as that you may have did to previous individuals that you was connected to, of course, all of that karma is coming back to you. Now, when I say this, a lot of you have to realize that certain people that you were connected with that wasn't really raising their vibrations in a sense, and you continue to give your light to these dark ass individuals, of course there was karma and consequences that came with it, right? So let me give you an example. There's certain people that you was connected to that you continue to try to provide certain love, light, and abundance to. Certain people that, again, you try to pour into them because you seen what the outcome was supposed to be with them. But I want you to realize, at times, chosen ones, certain individuals don't always take those notices or notice those signs that God's providing them. You understand me? So there's certain individuals that you're connected to. Again, whether or not this is family, friends, your divine boo, so on and so forth, certain positions that you work for too. There's certain people that, again, when they came across you, they had certain opportunities at hand. They had certain options too, but a lot of them looked over you based upon the fact that they was going to have to put work in. You understand me? So there's certain individuals that was comfortable in their circumstances. They were comfortable in the way that they was thinking. They are so used to taking risks on some so-so shit that they wasn't willing to take risks for you. Something that was going to have an outcome that was truly something beautiful. You understand me? So I want you to realize that karma is at hand, and I'm going to explain it to you, right? Now, there's certain people that you gave into, you poured love to, and during the course of y'all's relationship, situationship, whatever the case may be, you started to project, allow those projections that was placed on you for you to carry yourself like that too. So there's certain people that you kept giving love to. You kept hitting them up. That's the only time that they talked to you. There's certain people that, again, you went above and beyond for them, but to make them comfortable, you was uncomfortable in those situations. To make them happy, you was the one hurting. You understand me? So for so long, you sacrificed yourself, and I want you to know that there's karma with crossing the chosen ones, even if it's you crossing you. So if you giving all your love to individuals, but you not acknowledging what you feeling too. If you out here, again, trying to make all these individuals be good while you're not good, you get karma and consequences too, because at the same time, you're doing what these individuals are doing to you too. You're accepting it. You're neglecting certain things that you feeling within. So I want you to realize that certain circumstances that you at hand with doesn't have to do what you did to individuals, but what you allowed to be done to you. So if you, again, show individuals that they can always step on you, if you show individuals that, again, they can get something from you and then go and recharge other individuals, if you're the person always providing certain insight, knowing damn well that they choosing not to use their light, then you got karma and consequences that come through too. Because why are you rewarding bad behavior? Especially if they mistreating you. See, chosen ones, you got to realize at times you hold up that line. You understand me? When I say that, chosen ones, I'm saying this. There's somebody right now that was praying for a confirmation that you was willing to give. There's somebody that your light was going to illuminate certain things that they have dark within. You are somebody's answer to their prayer. But you holding up that line because now you trying to persuade this one person who don't want to move ahead, don't want to go in the direction that you going in, but they want to wait there and see, okay, but let me see what options that I have at hand. When you truly align with your divine soul tribe, as well as your path and your purpose, you can't hold up that line because you know that there's millions and billions of people behind you waiting to get through and use your light to that location that they needed to be led to. You understand me? So you can't hold up the line waiting for one person to get it right. If they choose to, cool. But if they choose not to, you can't pause your progression and pause the progression of other individuals that you're supposed to be coming across paths with too. You understand me? No more holding up that line, chosen ones. So there's some of you that, again, you take all of your time trying to persuade this one person on a positive direction that they should move in. You sit there and try to give them step-by-step certain things that they should be doing. But if you are the person that's telling them what they need to do, and it's not because that's something that they truly want to do, then what are you doing but forcing that person to join you, and they're going to end up leaving you? You understand me? So you had to allow people to fill it out themselves. But at the same time, you can't allow yourself to dim your light, or you stuck in hell trying to help them prevail. Oh, nah. You understand me? Because a lot of the times I say this, right? You are somebody that is here to help. You're here to heal. You're here to provide that light. You're the individual that has certain things get revealed. You understand me? So with that being said, at times, you provide information to certain people that they don't even see that yet. So delayed listening is the same as being disobedient to him, because you're not listening to what he's telling you that you should be doing. You out here holding that line up. You understand me? See, chosen ones, there's certain people that you heard them call for you energetically, mentally, verbally, so on and so forth, right? You heard them, you seen that they were in a dark spot, and you somebody who got that light. See, you heard them calling to you, so you came into their life. Then all of a sudden, you go back in those shadows to get them. You go back to help them out of those tricky situations. And then when you come to save them, they don't want to go with you. You sat there and again went backtrack in order to try to get this individual to have some type of progression. Help them learn some type of karmic lesson. But again, when you go back into that shadow to assist them, they end up leaving. Now, all of a sudden, you stuck in those storms, and that storm is season, and that's not place that you're supposed to be in. You understand me? See, when you get called to an individual, God tells you, like, listen, I need you to go to this person and provide something to them. See, this person is calling out for love. I need you to go give it to them. Oh, this person is calling out for direction. I need you to go and help them. So on and so forth, right? So when you get there, all of a sudden, you like, okay, did somebody call for love? You show up. Now you try and pour in love to them, but they not receiving it, right? They still stuck in those illusions. So then you go back to God like, God, you had the right address. Because this person, I came to them, I thought that they was in distress. Now, when I come to them, they're not accepting what I have to give. See, I want you to realize, chosen one, some people get stuck in their head. Some people, again, are so used to helping and saving other individuals that don't realize that helping them is hurting them. That providing that light and giving them that energy is going to end up in the result of them deserting them. You understand me? So, chosen ones, I want you to realize that if they are not willing to accept that at that point in time, you don't hold up your line. You don't sit there and again start to have your light not shine. You keep that shit moving. And if they end up jumping on that movement, that's cool. But a lot of these individuals don't want to jump on until they see you leaving. And by that time, it's too late. You understand me? So delayed listening is disobedience to him, because if you getting signs and synchronicities that this person is pausing your progression, then you need to allow them to fall back and learn that karmic lesson, because you're going to end up going through the same karma and consequences as them, and it ain't had nothing to do with you. See, I want you to realize that there's certain people that are empaths, right? They believe in helping other individuals. They truly, again, anytime they see somebody in a so-so situation, they come to assist them, right? Okay, cool. That's a beautiful quality to have. But you have to also pay attention to who you giving that quality to. See, I want you to realize that you could have a divine partner, somebody that you're supposed to be with, but they haven't seen the truth about certain individuals that they are currently connected with. They didn't see how this person is pausing a progression by pumping their head up with certain things, how this person seems like they supportive, but they supported to them doing certain toxic things. See, certain individuals, again, have love for these people, but don't realize how that love for them is hurting them too. So when you come around, you're the person who, again, puts together those Blues Clues. You illuminate that darkness and you sit there and brighten up their room. You allow them to see certain things clearly, but some of them aren't ready to see them. See, I want you to realize, chosen ones, people will take risks on certain things that they know how the outcome's going to be. They'll take risks for certain things that, again, that is going to prolong them from getting certain things, right? See, I want you to realize some people are complacent. Some people are comfortable with the things that they see because they've been experiencing it. So if somebody is used to heartbreak, they like, well, shit, I got my heart broken before, I can get my heart broken again. Or I done been stepped on before, I don't mind getting stepped on again. They feel like because they've been through that and survived it, that it's okay for them to sign themselves up for that over and over again. You understand me? See, you somebody here who, again, you provide the death of ego. And what that means is they're going to have to speak what they mean, speak what they feel, and they're going to have to carry themselves like that for real. You understand me? So there's certain individuals that you see through on a soul, like a soul level. You see who they supposed to be. You see their abilities. You see what they can achieve. But again, if they're not playing that position, then they're never going to get that ending. You understand me? So, chosen ones, this is the time for you to, again, use your light for individuals that need certain things to be illuminated. See, you may not know why you're getting told to say the things that you do. And excuse me, because I see a fly in here. I don't play like that. But I want you to realize, right? So you delay relaying certain messages that God has you say. You don't realize certain things are currently at play. See, you may feel crazy saying this. You may feel like, nah, they may not understand what I'm saying to them. Whole time you ain't realized that they had asked God for that confirmation that you should be providing them. You understand me? So some people will make you feel crazy because you see certain things that they can't see. That's why at times you got to step outside of yourself in order to see the place that you're surely supposed to be. See, chosen ones, I want you to realize, right? Just like you know how certain people come to you for certain clarity or when they're going through certain things with other individuals, and you may have been in that position too, but when you was in it, you may have accepted the same thing as that individual. But because you stepped outside of that situation, because you're not involved in it, you can see certain things. You provide solutions to their problems that they in, right? See, I want you to realize, chosen ones, that you can't, again, force individuals to see what you see. Sometimes they got to get close enough to that fire so that they can start to feel that heat. You understand me? But if you keep saving them every time they go towards that direction, if you keep trying to guide them when they not energetically protected, I want you to realize, chosen ones, that you really are at a standstill. That, again, your blessings will start degressing. Your blessings would no longer be progressing just based upon the fact that you're not allowing those people to learn their karmic lessons. See, chosen ones, I want you to realize something, right? You could be somebody that does good. You're somebody who provides light. You gave your last to individuals. You sat there and provided them with certain light. Again, you are somebody who's a giver, right? But the person that you connected to, that you given to, is giving back to so-ass individuals, certain people that didn't earn or deserve the blessings that's coming through. So therefore, God's not going to give it to you because you giving it to somebody who's giving it to certain so people. You understand me? So you could ask yourself, why is everything happening to me? Why is certain things, again, coming towards me? It's based upon the fact that you giving to somebody else who's giving to somebody else that's in lack, that didn't energetically deserve none of those things that they try and grab. You understand me? So you could be giving to somebody And your business could be booming. Your money could be moving. All of a sudden, when you give it to this person or you invest in them, because they're invested in somebody else who didn't learn their lessons then, now your money is at a halt. Because you providing for certain people who's not doing their work. You understand me? You out here breaking certain bread down to these individuals who have been energetically and spiritually let downs. You understand me? So you had to realize, although you have good intentions, it doesn't matter. Because you gotta listen. If God tells you every time you give to them, your blessings start missing, then you need to stop allowing scraps for yourself. You need to allow those individuals to figure it out, because they will be just on that same level as you if they listen like you. If they made certain risks instead of taking risks on their happiness for so-ass individuals. So I want you to realize, chosen ones, you can't allow certain energies to be connected to you or con you out of certain blessings from coming through because you call yourself helping them while they hurting you. That's not how that's going to work. You understand me? So I want you to realize and be very cautious of the individuals that you providing your light to, because you could be illuminating a room that's sitting there trying to strategically plan against like minds like you. You could be illuminating the room of certain individuals that's plotting on you, that's disrespecting you, that's in there trying to finesse other individuals. See, you got to be cautious of that, because you got good intentions, but for the wrong ones. You don't get brownie points for providing blessings to these demons. You don't get brownie points for, again, helping the person who's helping other people who's hurting you. So you're going to have to choose the side. You understand me? And I want you to realize certain karmic events are starting to come through. Karma's coming for you, chosen ones. And again, it's not negative in a sense. If you gave all this money to this person, then your money could have been limited. But as soon as you disconnect from them and start investing in you, now all of a sudden your money's coming through. You could have again, you sacrifice yourself. You ain't buy new clothes for you. You ain't go buy and do the things that you wanted to because you listened to what God told you to. He told you to hold on to that, right? Then all of a sudden, you not spending money on you. Somebody comes through who spent their funds on other things that was fun that they wanted to do. Now they need you to make up for the things that they lacking. And you, again, had an excuse on why you couldn't do it for you. But when they need you, what happened? You gave it to them. See, you paused your progression. So that means God's not going to have extra money coming in, because every time you got a little bit of extra change, you end up pouring it to something else. You are so scared to invest in you because you acting like that's a waste. Whole time you wasting your energy for these individuals that even after you give that to them, they still going to be stuck in the same place. You understand me? So you're going to have to invest in you. That means if God tells you to take that trip and you like, well, I don't know because I got certain bills that's going to come through. You don't question God when he tells your ass to do something. You don't sit there and say, God, if I do that, what I'm going to do pertaining to money? God's like, hey, yo, who asked you all that? I just told you to go ahead, do what I asked you to do, and just know that once you get there and make that move, I got something slick that's going to come to you. See, you're going to have to trust that process. You so scared because you sacrificed yourself for so many years. You so scared because that outcome hasn't always been what you wanted, or you heard what you wanted to hear. But think of who you was giving that to. Think of who you was investing in over you. Think about, again, the sacrifices you made about you while you was giving extra to these individuals who didn't appreciate the things that you was doing. See, chosen ones, you're going to have to stop sacrificing yourself. You understand me? You're going to have to go. God tell you to go on that vacation, go. God tell you to take that trip, go. Don't try to talk yourself out of it. Don't say, oh, well, this thing popped up, so that must be a sign from God that I shouldn't move forward with it. Nah, the devil going to try to get your ass out of doing what God tells you to do. The devil's going to try to persuade you not to make certain moves, but you're going to have to listen on who told you that. God told you to make that move. He got you because he know in the end you're not going to be in lack. He knows that if you make this small investment, you're going to have so many blessings and abundance that comes back to you. Stop sacrificing your happiness to appease other individuals. It doesn't matter if they get why you're doing the things that you do. It doesn't matter if they understand at that time what God has, that information that you relate to these individuals. Because again, just like you, when you was in certain situations, you couldn't see clarity about it, because you was living it. But when you stepped outside of that situation, you can give certain, again, insight to this person and the problems that they have, you the solution for it. See, sometimes you just got to step outside of yourself so that you can align. We back. We back. You know I'm going to come back with it. You know I'm going to come back with it. And look, before y'all say the devil did that, nah, my phone got hot. You heard me. So I had to turn that air on with it, all right? We don't get a devil no acknowledgement. You heard me. Make sure that y'all remembered it. But we about to bring this back, right? And if it pause again, just know I'm going to come. So look, chosen ones, right? Let's talk. If you can't hear me, I got that air on high, so I apologize, but you already know the vibes, all right? So look, chosen ones, right? I want you to realize, let me turn that down a little bit. I want you to realize something, chosen ones. A lot of the times, certain things are not coming through for you, again, based upon the individuals that you try to assist. So when you talking about, oh, as soon as I make it, I'm going to help so-and-so with this. As soon as I get here, I'm going to help certain so get there, right? Whole time so-and-so ain't been doing what they was supposed to do. Whole time so-and-so ain't been listening to God tell them who they should be giving to. So therefore, you got big plans for them, but you pausing your progression in a sense because God's not going to allow you to reward certain individuals for bad behavior. You understand me? So let's talk, right? Let me give you an example. And I always give this example to individuals, right? You know how you are a mother, right? A father, a sister, a brother, whatever the case may be. Even when you was a child, this may have happened to you, right? See, you get something new. You either got some money that you got for a birthday or whatever the case may be, and your parents tell you to hold on to this. This is just for you. Or you get a brand new toy, right? A brand new toy that you've been wanting, you've been asking for, you've been praying for, and it finally got presented to you. Then all of a sudden, what do is connect with these other individuals. You got certain friends, certain family members that don't appreciate nothing. Certain people that, again, as soon as they get something, they breaking it. As soon as they get something, they losing it, they misplacing it, right? Okay, cool. See, I want you to realize, just like your mother, your grandmother, or father used to do, where they sit there and say, I'm going to hold on to this until you get away from these individuals. I'm not going to give you this money, then you're going to spend it on all your friends. You're going to buy ice cream and candy and all of these things for them, then you're not going to have nothing in the end. Or as soon as I get you this brand new toy, you give it to this person and then they break it. Now your face is all screwed up. You sad. You over there crying. You shaking. See, I want you to realize, chosen one, God does the same thing for you too. If he gives you something slick, something that you waited for so long for it to have to come through. You done sat there and waited so long for that money to finally make that move towards you. You done sat there and waited so long for that love to come through, that confidence to come through, so on and so forth, right? And as soon as you get that, you sit there and give it to somebody else who don't appreciate that. So as soon as you get your confidence, you out here being confident with this individual who's sitting there demolishing it. Soon as you get some money come in, you sat there and take what you have and you split it with them. See, then guess what's going to happen? You're not going to have nothing in the end. See, sometimes God pauses certain things based upon who you're giving to. It doesn't matter the intentions that you have and that you try to be a good individual. If they didn't deserve that, they didn't earn that, or they didn't take care of the last thing that God gave them, then they don't get that shit again until they learn to deal and handle it better. You understand me? So there's certain people that as soon as you say that you have a come up, oh, soon as I make it, I'm going to help you too. Soon as I make it here, I'm going to come back for you. Okay, well, that's the same reason why your ass ain't making no moves. That means like you in quicksand in the sense you keep moving and you ain't moving. Because you got yourself caught up in this illusion. You think that you're going to take the devil with you. You think you're going to reward these badass individuals. You think that you're going to, again, sit there and take all these seasons that you've been sitting out in a sense. You ain't had certain things coming through. You didn't have certain things presented to you. And then as soon as it does, what do but sit there and try to reward these badass individuals? Oh, nah. You get karma and consequences for that too. And even if that means God progressing or pausing your progression and keeping certain things from coming through, that doesn't mean that it's not destined for you. That doesn't mean that you still not going to get blessed But you're not going to get blessed in front of these individuals who's going to try to snatch certain shit from you. You understand me? See, as soon as you get your confidence up, what do? They come back to you to see what got you smiling, what got you in a good mood. Whole time it's you, and based upon the fact that you listening to what God told you to do, has your whole energy switching up. Now you feeling yourself. Now you got that little strut when you walk. You walking with your head up. You walking with your chest out. You again are happy based upon the energy that you had yourself around. But soon as they see you smiling again, they want to come in and see what it is. Oh, I know so-and-so got some type of come up. And what do they want to do? Come in so that you can give. See, chosen ones, you better cut that shit out. Soon as they see your confidence is up, and they know that they not the person that was contributing to it, they want to see what you did to get it. Now, they ain't asking you just because, again, they looking up to you. They not coming to you because, again, they know that you earned what you have coming through. They want to know how they can get it. And they ain't trying to do as much work as you. They going to ask you, well, since you got it, can you spare some change in a sense? They don't want to, again, do what you did in order to obtain it, but they want you to tarnish yourself, break down all the blessings that come to you, so you leave scraps for yourself so that they can be secured. Oh, nah, you're not doing that shit no more. You understand me? Everybody has to earn and deserve what they gonna get. If they ain't putting no work as you was sitting there planting certain harvests to come in, then they don't get to eat off that shit either. You understand me? See, this the thing, right? Certain individuals don't even realize who you are. See, even when you knew them, you might not have even known you. So therefore, again, some truth to that too. See, I want you to realize, chosen ones, in the beginning of certain things, the best things aren't always beautiful as they're getting built. See, let me explain that, right? So you know how when you plant certain flowers, plant certain harvests, what do you have to do? You have to dig up certain dirt. You got to remove that patch of grass. You have to dig certain things. You have to, again, take certain weeds out of things. So initially, it just looks like a dirt-ass patch. It just looks like, again, when you pull up, you see something missing from your grass. So from the outside, they looking at you like, what you got going on over there? See, when you start to plant, right, you got them small seeds. And you got to plant it again. When you initially plant them, they're not going to see what it is. They're not going to see what's going to come up. They seeing destruction. They seeing, again, certain things is missing. They don't even realize that certain things is missing because you was planting and you was making certain things happen. See, as time progressed, right? Again, they looking at you like a hot-ass mess. They looking at other individuals, oh, they grass is green, but they grass ain't growing shit. They grass is green, but it's green based upon the fact that it's faking all of that, right? Okay, cool. See, they grass may look green, but it's not going to produce that same food. See, they grass may be green, but they didn't put in no work as you. So therefore, again, that patch of dirt that you see, you may not always think that it's something beautiful. See, again, when you first plant something, it looks a little ugly in a sense, right? It looks a little messed up. It looks like something's missing from it. But as time progresses, as you water it, as time progresses, as you shed your light on it, as time progresses and you paying attention to it, you start to see certain things bloom. You start to see certain things come through. See, now all of a sudden, those individuals that was laughing, grading your grass based upon that patch, now they starting to ask you how you did the things that you do. See, chosen ones, I want you to realize that the most beautiful things don't always start off beautiful. You got to build on to it. See, just like as far as a place that you build, right? Okay, cool. Say you want to build your house from the ground up because you want it to look the way that you want it to. You want to make sure it got this sunroom. You want to make sure it got an office. You want to make sure that it has all of these things that you wanted, right? Okay, cool. See, when you first start to build your house, what you gonna have to do? See, you may have to stay on somebody's couch until that shit come up. You may have to, again, live in certain so-so areas until the houses continue to be built. There may be seasons that it's raining. They may see just a brick here, a brick there. They calling you, talking about, hey, yo, you still want to be there? You like, yeah, because I know God's bringing other materials through. See, when they seen you building up certain bricks, they was like, hey, yo, you got something missing. You're not going to be able to complete this mission. The whole time you was patient because you knew that everything that you need, God was going to provide for you. You knew that, again, this was a process, but this is a process that you only have to go through one more time. You understand me? See, I want you to embrace the experiences that you experiencing. You understand me? Because once you get out of this, you ain't never going to have this experience again. So therefore, why not embrace the situation that you currently in? When you building this house up that you're going to live in long term and pass down to your children, you're going to continue to build onto it. You never going to have that first time that you started to build it. Embrace it piece by piece. Yeah, there may be certain seasons where they looking outside of their crib. See, I want you to realize some of these individuals are in temporary situations. So they in a pop-up tent. They looking at you outside in the elements, getting rained on, certain storms coming through. They sitting there calling out to you like, hey, yo, you sure that's something that you want to do? You like, yeah, you waited in that storm. You sat there again. Rain was pouring, but you kept moving on. See, they was like, hey, yo, it's been a week. You still want to do that thing? I ain't see no delivery come to you. I ain't see no materials coming through to you. That's equivalent to you starting that business or you starting to invest in you. They may not automatically see something coming in, but you know for a fact that you had to be patient. God told you that that was coming. God told you that it was arriving. You just had to be sitting there, continue vibing. You had to be patient because you knew that it was going to pay off. See, those individuals was looking from afar. They was in this crib, in that crib, in this pop-up tent because that's a temporary situation that they was in. They, again, seemed like they was cool because they may not have been outside in those elements. But as soon as you start building on, all of a sudden you got your basement filled. Now all of a sudden you got your living room set up. Now you got all of these blueprints in a sense, right? Okay, cool. Now all of a sudden they looking like shorty making some type of move. Now it didn't happen overnight. You had to, again, stay there, be patient. Sometimes those shipments didn't always come in. Sometimes that God may have told you it was coming Friday, but based upon what you did, something that you said, you had to wait till Monday instead, right? Okay, cool, but one thing's for sure, that package was going to arrive to you. One thing's for sure, you already energetically paid for that material to be provided to you, so all you had to do is wait for it to arrive, right? See, you may have been upset at that point in time because it's raining, you waiting for certain things, so you outside of your element, in a sense, you out of your comfort zone, waiting for certain ships to come in. But had they came when it was raining, you still wouldn't have been able to build shit. So sometimes you had to wait that weather out in order to be able to see certain things clearly. See, chosen ones, I want you to realize that although it may not be happening when you expecting it, although you may have been giving you some type of attention, but that attention didn't have longevity that comes with it. See, chosen ones, I want you to realize that you are never in the same situation twice. Because even if you've been through something the first time where you didn't know how you was going to get out, you survived. So if you do see that situation again, you not again at square one because you know what comes with it. You understand me? So I want you to realize, chosen ones, don't allow any situation to make you feel complacent. Don't make any situation that you're going through make you feel like you back to the old you, because I'm trying to tell you, chosen one, that's not true. Now you know how to handle it. Now you know, if I get this sign, this is what I should do. If this comes through, this is how I should move. See, you never been the same you. You understand me? And you never going to go through the same situation twice, so embrace it as you going through it. You understand me? I want you to realize that. You got to know that, chosen ones. You got to know that. You understand me? Certain things is not always what it appears to be. So don't allow yourself to feel defeated. Don't allow yourself to feel depleted. Know that this is the only time that you're going to go through this situation again. And think about most of the sticky situations that your ass was in. Those are the same thing that you out here bragging about now. Oh, remember last time when you thought that you couldn't survive because that person didn't want to be with you? Now when you talk about that person, you laughing about how you was sniffling and snotting about this person leaving you. You know how now you laugh about like, I can't believe I even like they ass. See, now the same thing that you felt weak in, now you found your strength. Now, that same time that you felt bad about yourself because you was driving that putt-putt in a sense, right? Now that's the same thing that you bragging about. Yeah, remember when I had old Betty riding? Shorty may have been smoking. Shorty may have been clicking. Shorty may have been screaming. But you still sitting there excited about the fact that you've been there, done that. Now your ass still got to where you were supposed to go to, right? Oh, all right, cool. Remember when you first moved into your place, you was sleeping on an air mattress or a pallet too? Remember you ain't even had no pictures up? Remember when you didn't even have certain things that you can invite individuals in to see? Now you sitting there talking about how you done started from the bottom, now you here. I'm trying to tell you now, the same thing that you felt bad about is the same thing that you bragging about. You understand me? So embrace that experience. You only gonna be in it once. You understand me? Don't feel less of yourself. Know that you in the process of building yourself up. Don't talk about what you trying to do. If you doing it, then you doing it. Oh, I'm trying to heal. You not trying to do shit, you healing. You're not trying to get over the person, you're getting over the person. You understand me? You're not trying to get on your feet, you getting on your feet. Stop trying to throw that trying word in there, because that shit's going to keep you feeling empty. You understand me? What are you doing? You healing. You vibing, you learning you thriving, you building your business, you growing. Stop downplaying yourself just because it don't show up automatically. Because think about this, right? See, the devil will try to finesse you out of certain blessings. Think of all those people that was scamming, right? Did that little, thank you, baby, did that little PPP loan, right? Oh, they swore that was they come up. Oh, God, thank you. Guys, like, that ain't come from me. You ain't do nothing to earn that. You ain't even had no business. See, I'm trying to tell you, certain people, because they get it quick, they feel like they deserved and they earned that shit. But had they put that work in, they wouldn't have to gave nothing back. They wouldn't have had to throw taxes on that shit or interest on that shit. Because again, you earned and deserved everything that you gonna get. So therefore, you know that that's longevity with it. See, chosen one, certain people will try to finesse you that because it comes quicker, that means it's for you. Oh, nah, that's God asking you. He putting you to a test to see what you gonna do. Do you feel like you earned that shit just yet? You talking about you want love, but if it arrives in front of your face, are you going to reciprocate that energy back? Oh, you think that you deserve business, your business to be booming, but every time money comes into you, what are you doing? You out here spending funds on some fuckery. You spending funds on people that don't even rock with you. You out here building the person up that's hurting you. See, nah, you ain't earned that yet. Because everything that you getting to somebody else that didn't deserve that shit. So, chosen ones, you gotta know that just because you can get that quicker don't mean that shit is supposed to be for you. Because again, the devil will call himself blessing individuals, but he's really using you. And when I say blessings, because the devil will have you thinking that you earned and deserve this. Oh, they ain't charged me for this. Oh, you feeling like that's a blessing to you. Whole time God wanted to ask, was you going to tell this person that they didn't properly charge you? And if that person seen the truth in you, some of the times they'll even not charging you after you telling them the truth. But God wants to see what you going to do. Are you going to try to get over, or are you going to be the right individual? And if you tell them that they didn't charge you and then they end up charging you for that, that was a lesson to be learned. Because then God's going to match that. You sat there and took that $5. You got over on $5. Now guess what? Now you owe $50. Oh, but you gave into that $5. Now guess what? Now he gonna give you $50. You understand me? So you better know that there's a test to see what you gonna do. Don't ever allow the devil to have you feeling like you getting up by getting over on certain individuals. See, I want you to realize God will test your morals to see what you gonna do. Do you know that you earned and deserved that? Even if you did right by certain individuals, did you hear me tell you that this is your come up, or are you taking it? You understand me? Because if you take some shit, you're going to end up needing it, I promise you. You got to do right. But again, delayed listening is disobedience to him. If you sitting there stuck in this so-so ass situation after God and showed you that they not for you, showed you that they cheated, showed you that they scheming, told you that they lying, told you that they, again, not trying, but you keep investing in this fuck up, then certain things gonna start fucking up for you. You could have been somebody that gets money. Blessings would have been coming through. But because you entertaining this individual that's not really divinely aligned with you, that this person who steals and gets over other individuals, this person who doesn't use their light, they again stay in their darkness, then what you think is going to happen? Karma and consequences. I'm trying to tell you. You don't get rewarded for helping the devil out. So you could have earned the things that you're supposed to be getting. You could have earned the abundance that you're supposed to be receiving. You could have earned that love that you're supposed to be aligning with. But if you connected to somebody who didn't put their work in, you're not going to get that shit. Because God's not going to reward you when he knows damn well you're going to split your blessings with these individuals who don't deserve anything to come through. If they earned it and deserved it, they would get it. You understand me? So that means staying positive. That means being optimistic. That means thanking God no matter what situation that you experiencing, because you know that there's something greater that's going to come out of it. You understand me? Sometimes you go through certain things and it don't have nothing to do with you, but based upon who's watching you. You could have certain individuals that, again, have been hurt before, lied to, abused, all of these things. You understand me? Then God will have you go through it based upon the fact that those people are looking up to you to show them that, yeah, this person who went through certain shit, but they came out of it too. See, I want you to realize when you uplight, when you divine, when you raise your vibrations, you have certain things connected to you that other individuals don't have. That's why you facing what you facing. I always give this example, right? Think about when we was younger, when we used to play, the floor was lava. The first person that was a leader, right? That was the person that you jumped from the couch to the ottoman, to the steps, down to the railing. You sat there and had to take that first jump, right? See, other individuals behind you seen what you did, and they seen exactly certain moves and movements that they should be doing too, right? So I want you to realize that you got certain protection around you. You got certain bungee cords that's connected to you, but they got to be closer to you, meaning closer to the divine too, to even see that certain things are connected to you. See, sometimes you got to be the first person to jump out there. So if that means you expressing your feelings first, that means you sitting there pursuing your dreams first. That means, again, you building your confidence first. You healing from certain toxic shit. Sometimes you got to take that first step so that they can see where they footing should be at. Because if you slip, what's going to happen? God's going to catch you because you connected to him. You got that safety line that other individuals don't have because your vibrations is so high. So if they in the dark, that means they not connected to that light, which means if they slip up, they going to slip up and they going to lose their life. See, sometimes you the first person who got to take that jump, chosen ones. You heard me. See, I don't know about you, but I'm a risk taker, and I ain't talking about the DJ. You heard me. Because I know exactly if God tells me to go this way, he don't play about Shay, I promise you. So if God tells me to speak my truth to this individual, I know it's some type of confirmation that's going to come through. They may not understand it while it's being said, but then the truth's going to be exposed to this individual, and they're going to think back of what you said and know how to handle that. See, chosen one, delayed listening is disobedience to him. So sometimes you don't know why you saying what you saying, but God's like, say that shit. Sometimes you don't know why you doing what you doing, but God's like, move like that. See, it's based upon you don't know who's always watching you. See, just like, again, you have certain people that's close to you that look up to you, but you feel like they got it together when they really don't. That's a persona that they putting on to you. See, just like you can see certain people, if they feeling a certain type of way energetically, you can feel that shit no matter if they got a smile on or not. See, chosen ones, you somebody's director in a sense. You that leader in a sense. You that line leader. See, you know how in a class, all of a sudden, see, first grade, that's when that shit started, right? When all of a sudden your teacher, that's equivalent to God, right? Your teacher is leading the class, but has you be the line leader. That means everybody, you right behind the teacher, and everybody behind you is following you based upon the moves that the teacher told you to do, right? So I want you to realize that, chosen ones, you're like, you the line leader. Sometimes you the person who walks this path just to illuminate it for other individuals' darkness. Sometimes you have to realize that they going through some dark shit. So your light gotta shine so bright so that they not bumping into this, bumping into that, or scared based upon certain shit that they can't see. Sometimes you the person that comes through energetically to help them. You that sight. You understand me? So again, you may not know why you saying what you saying. You may not know why you doing what you doing, but your ass better do it. Because again, just like you ain't know the situation that you was in wasn't for you until you stepped out of that situation and you started to see different views, see chosen ones. You are somebody's line leader. You got to make that first move, even for your divine partnership too. Sometimes you got to tell them what can be done, so therefore they know they had the ability to do that too. You took that first jump. You slipped up a little bit, banged up your knee, but your ass got lifted back up and you could try again when you're Aaliyah tipsy. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, you better know that. You are the line leader. You better hold that shit together. You understand me? Because you don't know who's watching you. You don't know who's sitting there looking up to you. Half of you are parental figures to your parents, the people who birthed you too. See, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, make that move. Show people that they can be loved. Show people that they can be light. Tell people that, again, not to be scared to show off that God is heavy in their life. See, I'm trying to tell you, you don't do things to appease other people. You do what God tells you to do. You don't know why you saying what you saying. You heard me? See, I don't know about y'all. I'm a 90s baby, right? But I remember growing up, I seen this movie with 50 Cent, right? It was called Get Rich or Die Trying, right? Now, let me say this. Terrence Howard played a part in it, right? So there's this, for those who haven't seen it, let me give you a little view, right? So in the movie, Terrence Howard is riding. He got his homeboy beside him, but he got somebody else in the background, in the back seat behind him. Keep moving, keep doing some fidgety shit. So he like, hey, yo, listen, you gonna have to get that shit together. I don't like that shit. I don't like how you moving, especially behind my head, right? So what do Terrence say? He's like, I'm right. Even if I was wrong, I'm still right because I could have been right. Now, people may have laughed at that, but let me give you an example of what that means, right? See, chosen ones, sometimes you see certain insight based upon what individuals intend to do to somebody else that may not be right, right? So you could sit there and tell somebody, hey, yo, so-and-so's plotting on you. I keep energetically feeling like somebody gonna try to rob you, somebody gonna try to hurt you, somebody gonna try to get over on you, right? See, even if that don't play out, you was right. Because I want you to realize that certain individuals, they had that intention to do it. But all of a sudden, if that other person's angels come to their rescue, or their ancestors surround them, or something scares them off in a sense where they're not able to fully commit at the things that they chose to do, right? See, I want you to realize that if God tells you that these are the intentions of these individuals, you trust that. You understand me? And even if they don't have the ability to do that because your ancestors was on their ass and God handled that, it still means that they was attempting to do so. Something spooked them. Just like if God tells you this is the person that loves you, this your little boo thing, this the person that really cares for you, you see all that, right? But if they say that to you, you understand me? That doesn't mean that it wasn't true. It just means that they didn't have the confidence to relay that to you. You keep that shit moving until they do. Because I want you to realize you they lesson too. Because sometimes God will have them cross paths with somebody that's all that. I'm talking about your ass that got all that love, abundance, love, prosperity, happiness, optimistic, all of this, right? You the person that they're supposed to fight. They ain't never told nobody their feelings before. They ain't never tell nobody or that they could be vulnerable before. They never sat there and expressed it off the side to anybody before. But they came across you and they felt something different about you. Don't you know that you they lesson to that individual that they gonna have to speak on it? That just because you can read their mind don't mean that you again have to continue going with what they keep inside. Now you're gonna have to speak up. How you feeling? Oh, I know you love me. Oh, I know that you rock with me, but you gonna have to reveal it. See, if you don't, then I gotta keep moving on because that's your lesson. And I'm trying to tell you, half these people keep quiet and they gonna miss their blessing. Then they gonna be talking about what they coulda, shoulda, woulda did, but they not acknowledging that they didn't do that shit. So God had you keep moving, had you like illuminating something for somebody else, and now you in a different, man, I'm trying to tell you. So just because they don't tell you that they love you, but energetically you feel that, that's cool. But at the same time, God is going to have you walk away from that individual until they can reveal their truth. That's their lesson in this lifetime. You understand me? So I want you to realize, chosen ones, a lot of the times you the death of the ego of these individuals. They gonna have to speak their truth. I don't care how that shit work for other individuals. You ain't never been aligned with a top flight security motherfucker like us. You ain't never sat there and came across with somebody that got this abundance, that got this love, that got this protection. But I'm trying to tell you, if you mess around and miss out on your blessing, you're going to be stuck with that person that's pausing your progression, that person that's, again, going to be a karmic lesson. Every time you look at them, you're going to think about what you could have had with me. You better get that shit together. You understand me? See, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. You don't hold that line up just because shorty don't want to know if they want to go or if they want to stay. Okay, well, we going to keep moving. You step your ass to the side. But if you look up and you realize that you no longer see that line, then that's just what it is. You understand me? I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. You cannot pause your progression when you know you somebody's blessing, and you also going to be that lesson because they going to stuck with that karmic shit because they chose not to jump on that movement before it was moving. It's something like that airplane or that train in a sense. They done heard the attendant call a few times telling them to get up on that shit. They done heard that attendant, which is God, tell them that this is a trip that you need to take. But your ass want to be sitting there taking your time. Oh, why? True. Well, you're going to be stuck in that same place because you're not going to wait until that movement's moving to jump onto that shit. You better know it. You understand me? You ain't going to be able to hop on that train when it's moving. If you do, you going to bust your shit up. Now you bruise it. Now, let me tell you, chosen ones. You say what you say and keep your ass moving. If they end up jumping on, that's cool. You're going to see them where you go to where you going to. But if they miss out, okay, that's cool too, because God's about to align you with somebody else who's going to acknowledge you right on time. Somebody else that had missed that flight before and said, I ain't missing that shit no more. You understand me? So again, you may not know what position that you play, some of the things that you going through. Them situations are not here to stay. You just showing somebody else that they can get up from that. You trying to show somebody else how they can get from being in lack. So therefore, again, you step up in that situation, that position, and you embrace all of that. You understand me? But don't pause your progression waiting for somebody who's not willing to learn those lessons. Somebody that, again, is divine but still speaking to the devil from time to time. Oh, nah, we ain't got no rap for that. You're not going to be somebody who has a spirit of divine, but you still speaking to Satan then. Oh, nah, we don't talk to them. They not our kind. They not our type. Fuck out of here. You understand me? So if they still parlaying with Satan, if they still dapping up them little demons, get your ass from around me. You chose your side. You're not going to be able to be in the dark but still call yourself laid up with the divine. Oh, nah, I don't work like that. Because if you divine and you connected to somebody who's still connected to those demons, then guess what happens? That shit starts bleeding off on you, and you're going to lose your life because you out here parlaying with these dark-ass individuals. Now you wondering why your money's fucked up. Now you wondering why your energy's fucked up. Now you wondering why you feeling tired and everything feels all jacked up because who you connected to. I always say this, you a pop-up generator. You understand me? So that means in the absence of God, which is that electric in a sense, that God allows you to pop up, and anybody that plugs in, now you illuminating they shit. So chosen ones, just like you can have somebody who has a faulty wiring, somebody who has a faulty battery or charger in a sense, every time they plug up to you, they draining from you, but that energy and that battery is never able to get fully fulfilled. See, I want you to realize you a pop-up generator in a sense. So anybody that you plug into, if they weak, if they energy's not right, you providing certain things that you have inside. You understand me? To them, now you done transfer the energy. Now they carrying your life. Now they got your shit. Now you at 0% and they fully charged. And what they gonna do but out there play some games on that shit? They not sitting there really using your energy to make those calls that they need to make. They not really using that phone to see what direction they supposed to go into. They still playing games. So be cautious of who you connected to, because you could call yourself helping illuminate they dark ass rooms, but what are they doing behind closed doors? What are they doing in that dark ass light? What are they using their phone for? Not sitting there trying to produce a new light, so we not doing it. They got a faulty wire, don't allow them to plug into you then. If they out here still sleeping with so-and-so, they don't deserve your shit then, because I'm trying to tell you, you got a powerful pack. I'm trying to tell you. That's why, chosen ones, why you think guys like you can't be out here sleeping with all these individuals? Anybody that sexually connect to you, you a blessing to them, and certain abundance comes through. You got that shit that nobody else got. You understand me? You got that shit that's potent, that's divine. That shit that, again, it's, man, I'm trying to tell you. You can't be giving. Why you think that when you finally give yourselves to somebody physically or sexually, they start losing their mind? Huh? Because they wasn't built to carry that energy that you carrying with inside. Why you think they acting crazy? Now, I'm trying to tell you. You understand me? Why you think now this person checking up on you, stalking you, wanting to know who you connected to, wanting to know if certain things is different and how you move? Why? Shorty, you couldn't handle that. That's why you can't get that. Your energy ain't, I'm trying to tell you, that shit's potent. This like somebody who's not a smoker and they hit that strongest shit. One hit of that, you knocked out. You don't even know what you got hit with. See, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, you got that energy that can't be fake. So that's why you not handing your shit out all over the place. That's why you gotta be celibate. I'm trying to tell you, I don't just talk that shit, I'm living it. You heard me? I've been celibate for a few years. You heard me? And it's not based upon the fact that you may not have been wanting to be or sexually attracted to somebody, but you know what come with that. I'm not giving this good out. I'm not going to see, you got to be bougie with your shit. See, when you bougie, your price goes up in a sense, right? See, if you're not handing yourself out to everybody, then that's something that not everybody had access to, right? That's something that people may heard about it, but they never seen that view, right? See, if it's not easy accessible, that price goes up, right? That's that wealth in you, right? So therefore, again, just like if you finally get to a location that people say they never been through, they just heard about it, right? That price goes up. That means your wealth goes up. That means that abundance goes up. That means that energy goes up. You understand me? Now, if it's a place that everybody has access to, you could charge $5 for a ticket, or half the time they're going through that shit free. Everybody done been there. There ain't no shit to see. But when you bougie with your shit, chosen ones, and you know that not everybody has access to that shit, chosen ones, and you know that, again, energetically, I ain't talking about financially, I'm talking about the price that they gonna be willing to pay, because they know that nobody been there, that nobody has seen that place, that, again, all of these things come with that shit. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, you better be cautious who you handing that shit out to. You heard me? Because I'm trying to tell you, certain individuals don't deserve to be around you. You know that. I'm trying, listen, y'all fertile. You not, and I can speak for myself, you can't even blow in my direction. Shit, I'll be pregnant in 9 months, I'm trying to tell you. So you don't be out here blessing these so-so ass individuals. You know that you only blessing people with certain people that respect it, certain people that's not handing out their pipe or pocket to anybody interested. See, chosen ones, you better know that you fertile. Not just the fact that you easily are able to conceive, but I'm talking about abundance too. You fertile. Anything that you put your mind to, it gets produced right in front of you. Anything that you speak about, anything that you seeking and that you speaking, that's what you seeing. So anybody connect up to you, that's what they gonna be. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, be bougie with your shit. Your energy, your body, your mentality, all of that, spirit, all of that. Be bougie with it. You ain't earned that, you ain't getting that. You couldn't even get a whiff of that. Fuck out of here. It's a no for me. Cause what somebody wants somebody with that tainted ass? You got a tainted ass body, a tainted ass mind. We are not. Nope. I ain't rocking with nobody that ain't divine. I ain't rocking with nobody that passed they shit out. It's a no. It's a no for me. Oh nah, your shit's too potent to be out here letting anybody hit that shit. What? Do you even know what you're puffing on? Do you even know what you're, man, talk about you a smoker. You used to smoking that mid. You used to smoking that so-so shit. You ain't ever had no top shit like this. I'm trying to tell you, you better get that together. You talking about you can handle it. As soon as you take a hit of it, baby, now you sleep, you knocked out, you done missed your whole day and shit. What you thought? Huh? Oh, why? I'm trying to tell you, you better hold on to your shit. The less people who have access to it, the more wealth it is. You understand me? So be very cautious of who you connected to. Oh, you got good intentions, so this your people, this your person, this your lover, this the person that you working with. Oh, nah. Nope. Be cautious of who you handing that shit out to. I ain't just talking about sexually. I'm talking about mentally, energetically, who you speaking life into. Because if you speak life into them, then they go to Satan, and now they get all their shit drawn from them. That means the devil's taking away and walking away with your abundance that you was out here giving to somebody who else. Man, hell no. It's a no for me. So if you don't match that, see, we don't match energy, we maintain ours. But if you don't match us, meaning you ain't a reflection of us, meaning that you're not carrying yourself like us, then fuck out of here. You can't sit with us at all. You can't even get my number. There's no involvement. And just because you don't want to step up, it's cool. It's cool. But you going to be salty when somebody else bust they move. I'm trying to tell you. Oh, you scared to say that you love me? Okay, cool. But shorty over here been telling me that they love me. I ain't just respond to those DMs yet. You heard me. Oh, you don't trust my intuition? Okay, cool. I got somebody else that's been praying for that insight. See, I'm trying to tell you. You better know that you somebody else's prayer. So don't hold up that line waiting for somebody to see the divine in you. Waiting for them to get aligned with you. Is your ass on this movement before it's moving? If not, then I ain't got no rap for you. Get your ass on. Because in the beginning of the journey, it's not always beautiful. Again, before you planted those seeds, they just seen a patch of grass that was missing. They was out there quick to point at this. That was them saying your business wasn't booming. Oh, your clothes wasn't this. You wasn't trying to do that. Whole time, shorty, you don't even know the type of shit that we was packing. See, you ain't know that I messed up and had that little dirt there for because of shit that I was playing into it. Oh, you seen that puddle of mud, but you ain't even know what was growing in it. See, I'm trying to tell you, chosen one. Sometimes they get finessed because what they see is not what they gonna get. See, they looked at you and didn't realize God had you in a hidden package. See, you know how you order from certain places and they'll say, oh, we ain't gonna say what's inside the package. We gonna say it's something else. So you could have certain car parts coming to your house, but you like, nah, I can't let people see that, because if they knew what was coming, they tried to grab it. See, God had all they love wrapped up. God had all this money wrapped up in you. God had all this abundance wrapped up in you. God had longevity of seasons of certain things that was going to get produced that they was connected to you. But when they looked out at that package, they was like, oh, that's some junk, man. Oh, that's some shit that that's some shit that's not supposed to be here. All right, cool. Had you took time and look into that package, you would have realized what was getting delivered to you, but your ass was in a facade the whole time. Oh, you ain't like because I was packaged like this whole time. God had me wrapped up to hinder you from seeing what was inside. See, I want you to realize sometimes the situation that you in is based upon the fact that God doesn't want people to see certain blessings that you gonna get. Because look at how they treated you when they thought that you ain't had shit. Look how they treated you when you thought that you wasn't shit. Huh? They wouldn't have did all that. They ain't see certain light. I'm trying to tell you, see, certain individuals, you not realizing people are seeing the great in you. That's equivalent to you not seeing light around you because you too busy being the light. Of course, when you on stage again, you putting all this attention to this person in a sense. You giving all these people that's on your stage all your light, so now they look like they the lead player in a sense. Whole time they wouldn't even be illuminated if you wasn't stepping over them, sitting there using your light to shine on them. So chosen ones, you always been the light. Other people been shining because you were allowing them to get some type of, you understand, notice. But don't get that shit twisted. You've been a light the whole time. You understand me? Nothing's been missing. Of course they look like they illuminated because every direction they go, you using your spotlight on them. You helping illuminate certain things for them. So those people that's in the dark, meaning that's sitting there watching, of course they look like this person is the main person, that they the person who got shit. You was speaking life into them. You was telling them certain things that they should be doing. So of course they look like they was a light to people that was in the dark. But had they got closer, moved closer to the stage and looked up, they would have realized you was the person that was shining that light on them. You've always been a light. You heard me. So make sure that you're using your light on the right individual. You heard me? Make sure you shining that light on the right individuals. People that's going to sit there and give you credit like, hey, yo, thank you for this. As they bow, they sit there and giving you your applause too. Oh, nah. You heard me. So know that. But listen, chosen ones, I got to get up off of here because I do got a few readings to do. But please remember, I never reach out to you for a reading. That's something that you got to be ready to receive. You understand me? Because I ain't sugarcoating shit. I'm going to tell you about your lover. I'm going to tell you about you. I'm going to tell you about the cycle connected to you. I'm going to talk to you about your past, your present, and your future. But you got to be ready to receive that. Understand me? The link's in my bio when you're ready to do so, all right? Thank you so much for investing in me as you're investing in yourself. You understand me? Also, y'all already know I'm going to upload this live later on my YouTube. So please go and subscribe to that channel too. Thank you for y'all shares and y'all's likes because that's allowed other people to be divinely aligned with us too, all right? I love you. I appreciate you. I believe in you. I'm excited for all this love, light, and abundance that's coming through. You earned that. You deserve that. So you embrace that. You heard me. I love you so much. Y'all continue to be great. Remember, if you need me, baby, you know how to reach me, all right? Y'all be great.